today we are looking at like a flip through. I've already opened this deck, but I kind of like organized it again for the video, so it looks like you'll get it when you get it on the mail. This is how it will come. So we have the tarot for kids. This was written by Theresa Reed, also known as the Tarot Lady, and it was illustrated by Kailey Whitman. They both have like Instagrams and other accounts, or you can see their work. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you kind of like the box. So this is what it looks like. It's a tuck box, and so it includes a deck, guidebook, and everything you need to start practicing tarot. Tarot is a great resource for decision making, creative thinking, learning to trust your intuition, and so much more. Plus, it's a lot of fun. Kids will love learning to read tarot on their own or with their friends. Tarot for kids includes 78 beautifully written illustrated cards, plus a 96-page guidebook that includes a brief history of tarot, the meaning of the cards, and how to perform readings. Get ready for hours of fun. And yeah, it says ages 8 and up, but as you will see, you know, it's really for everyone. For those of you that like having different decks, this you will see how it is, but it's a very like innocent, very fun, very joyful deck, which sometimes we need in our lives. And you know, in our collections we can have different decks for different occasions, so this is a very good deck to go back to those basics, you know, joyness and innocence and child that we have inside of us. So this one I haven't checked lately, but the retail price on the box is $18.99. It got intense, the music. But I bought it for, I think it was 12 something when it was in the pre-order stage. So this just came out, I mean, I think last month, I don't remember. But yeah, it's from this year. You can see like the illustration is so beautiful. Let's go ahead and look into the box. And I just have it organized, and now it's not. So these are the backs. So yeah, I also had the box around just because, but everything is pretty tight in the box, so I just changed it. I've been keeping it on this lovely box. I also bought it not specifically for this one. I had like other decks, and when I got it I was like, wait, this is way bigger than I thought, but it was actually perfect for this deck because, as you can see, it's pretty like big compared to your standard cards. I mean, there's different, you know, like sizes, and for oracle decks that usually have like a larger card stock. So I pulled some examples here to one that I think are pretty standard size. So we have here the True Heart, I think True Heart Intuitive Tarot, which is like, I love this kind of size for the cards. And this is like a comparison between the two. And I also have the Spacious Tarot, which you can compare. This is a bit more like thinner, and I think it's also like the standard tarot size between these two. You can kind of like figure out. So I think like for kids, It is a bit hard to shuffle, even, you know, for me it's kind of hard to do as well. But the backs here are lovely. And also have like the guidebook that it comes with. As an introduction before you get started, or is tarot, how to do a tarot reading, great questions, tarot spreads, the cards, and conclusion. As we get into the flip through, I am going to show and point out that some of the cards have changed their names for, to kind of adapt it towards a more younger audience that are just starting out. It doesn't have like each of like the illustration cards. It just has like a descriptions of the reversed and some kind of questions that you can, kind of come up once you get these cards. Okay. So the first one is the Fool, as you can see in here. I love that they are like borderless. You still get kind of like a, you can see it in like a white margin. See? But you still get kind of like a full illustration in the card, which is awesome. The Magician. And as you can see, you'll see that there's a lot of diversity also in the deck, which is great, as always. We have the Moon Queen. So traditionally, this one is the High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. So the rules, traditionally this one is the Hierophant. Best Friends has been adapted from the Lovers card. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. Patience. So this has been adapted from the Hanged Man or the Hanged One. Change is the adaptation of the Death card. Balance represents the Temperance card in the traditional deck. The Bully is also the Devil. The Tower. The Star. This is one of my favorite cards. Just love the colors, obviously the stars. This is when I'm making an illustration. I don't know how to do backgrounds, so I usually just like do like a starry night sky like this, or like a lot of points and dots in the back. Usually it turns out good, but I should work on my backgrounds. The moon, the sun. So you can get kind of like a feel of how this deck, the situations in which it will be most useful. You know, when you're looking, you want to see like hope, faith, and good things, you know, like coming, because it's always there. You know, it's never, we're never always just like in a dark place. There's always like those small chances. They're always there. So we have judgment, the world. I'm gonna stop talking a bit and just go on with this. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, I will remain silent now. Cups, Swords, coins, that's it. So then for me it's kind of hard to shuffle like this. See? Oops. So you can try to do it this way. It's also, these are big cards and I just go my black. Okay. So yeah, you can just like shuffle like this if it's easier, like for smaller hands. You can do that. The cardstock, it's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I do think mine came like a bit kind of like curved or like tilted, but to me that's not really like a problem. I used to think like the same way for my True Heart Intuitive Tarot, this one, but right now it's one of the ones that I love the most, like shuffling. I don't really do I think it's riffle, or I don't know. Yeah, I usually just like do it like this, so I don't really think much about like damaging my decks because of that. But it's still, they don't have to be perfect all the time. It shows that you use them. So this is like the flip through for this one. I will be coming up with other decks soon, and some updates on like some ideas for some videos for the channel. I hope everybody's doing great, and take care.